Scotty, 16, a birdie there, birdie on 18, but some really good scrambling to keep some late bogey.
Yeah, it was that kind of day. It was not easy. The wind was blowing, and out of the northeast makes the course play fairly tricky. With the pins as well today, I felt it was a very defensive golf course, and at some point you were going to have to scramble, and I scrambled well on 13, 14 and 15 to stay in it, and then had a good finish. So, some days it's not that pretty, but it's effective.
Nice to get the crowd up and about there on the 18th with that approach to a pretty tricky pin again.
Yeah, well, I sometimes you just have a good number, and I had one there, and the best thing was I made a good move at it, and it all worked out. You'd hope for that tomorrow to happen, but you just never know. You got to take advantage of it when it comes your way. But this golf course can bite you, so it's important that you execute your shots well, or you're down in the valleys of sin around these greens.
Taking some momentum into tomorrow now from that finish.
I mean, look, it's incredibly bunched, and if it's windy tomorrow, it's going to be hard for anyone to really separate themselves unless they just play an incredible round of golf and go out there and roll in a lot of putts. For me, my strategy is going to be the same. Unless I hole a lot of long putts, I don't see myself just running away with this thing. I'm in for a fight tomorrow.
Adam, you spoke earlier in the week about your motivation and to win this week. It's all worked out for you pretty nicely. How nice would it be to finish it off?
It'd be great. I mean, I've tried really hard to keep my intensity up after last week and my focus on the course. I've had a couple of moments where I've wavered, but I've managed to pull it back together, and then it'd be nice to cap off this year with a win here at home, and because I know what the confidence of that can do going into next year, and just kind of make things a little more comfortable running into the Masters kind of time.
What did John say to you after that second shot into 18? He looked like he was trying to fire up a little bit.
I think he enjoyed that one too. John has been caddying for me for a year now, and I've played some good golf, but we've kind of been sneaking into contention. So this is, I think, a fun week for him. We're right in the mix and hitting those kind of shots. Even for me at that moment on 18, I mean, that's the kind of stuff you mess around as a kid thinking you're going to do. So it's always fun to hit stuff on the last.
When you sign up a new caddy, do you say, look, I'm going to win one this year for you? Do you give him any guarantees about wins?
I don't give him any. There are no guarantees for caddies. They just have to behave their best.
So what was the distance on the 18? Can you tell us that perfect number?
I'll try and remember it now. It was 169 yards to the hole into off the right.
Adam, you've said a few times during the year that you kind of, I guess, haven't started tournaments quickly enough to get yourself in this position to win. You've had to sort of chase, is it a different mentality when you do enter Sunday in front?
I mean, I always kind of thought you just go and play a round of golf and play like you're behind. I mean, within reason. There's no... Again, this is a very defensive golf course. You can't force it out here. You're going to get bitten. So I'll just take what comes tomorrow. Hopefully I can have a hot day with the putter and roll a few in, and it's all very comfortable, but it's very bunched leaderboard. If it's windy, the scores are going to be like today. It's going to be hard to really shoot really low.
Did you notice Nick's 63 when it might have happened just before you started?
Yeah, I saw it early. I mean, it's an incredible round, and was really far from my thought process out there today. I mean, it was just, he must have had a day out, and it can happen. You never know. I would never write myself off shooting it tomorrow, but it's unlikely.
What about Cam, 4 shots back? Can he shoot 63 tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of course where, I don't even think he might need to shoot 63. If I was 4 shots back, I'd be thinking 66. you know, the leaders still have to play a hell of a round of golf to shoot it 2 or 3 under. So he's right in the mix.
Did the
Did you
grain
ever
get
play,
a little bit tricky at the Savo, Scotty? Playing
Yeah.
last week, grain on the green, was it more noticeable or pretty similar the last couple of days?
It was pretty similar. I mean, they've been very consistent all week. You know, it's only the odd putt here or there where you get up high on the green and there's a cross grain and a cross wind, and yeah, the putts get a bit tricky, but generally they've been consistent all week.
Scotty, did you ever compete with Wade for like a South Australian under 13 title or anything of that ilk? Like you've gone last group for a trophy like as a kid?
I can't remember as a kid. No, not so much, but I remember us playing off here, obviously 5 years ago. Maybe we finished 1 and 2 at the South Australian Junior one year at Royal Adelaide. I finished 1, he finished 2.
Like when
I can't remember, no.
in junior teams together where you were just mucking around going out for 9 holes in the afternoon, did you put up a Mars bar or a can of Coke playing each other?
The thing was, I was playing in Queensland really when we were at that age. We were playing against each other and not really just, we weren't members at the same club or anything. I was up here, so I just saw him at the Interstate Series. We did a trip to America together once to play the Junior World Championship and the US Junior. So, I mean, we've travelled and we've spent time together, but just doing what normal bludging off like kids do, and you know, trying to not get in too much trouble.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Good luck.